this is kind of what it would look like in the warehouse. So essentially you can see this is an example add to cart event on the far left there. So you have an event name, and then you essentially have these key value pairs where essentially you have the properties that kind of describe what the event was, but it doesn't have inherent semantic meaning. So if you were looking at like a key within that column for the event property, you don't really know what it relates to or kind of like what it means without having to reference other columns or like other values in that particular row. And so there's also this thing, so like, business stakeholders will come to you if you're like a data analyst or analytics engineer, and they'll have a whole bunch of questions. And then the question for you then is like, okay, to answer a particular question, what corresponding event do I have to go back and look at? Like you don't have that information, which is kind of what we describe as the blank page problem. So the blank page problem is basically where you're given like the scope of a problem, but then you're essentially